beautiful month, spending 3-4 hours in the Vrindavan Dham in the morning is so sublime, where you can see those dedicated devotees, that how much love they carry in their heart for the divine couple. There is no other consideration but just to please the divine couple. How wonderful that life may be. May Krishna and Radharani bless us, that maybe we can reach one day. So those spiritual warriors who made our journey successful today was Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, Yamuna Sundari Mataji, I.V. Gautam. I'm so proud of her, joining at around 6 o'clock. Nice girl. Kasturi Manjari Devi Dasi, Brahmacharis from Houston, Rasika Siromani, Rahul Prabhu, Manani Mataji, Amol and Smita Panchpande, Shrika and Pankaj Gupta, Girivar Dhari Prabhu, Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu, Sri Devi Dasi, Abhay Joshi Prabhu, Murli Prabhu, I don't know he joined today or not, Samant and Swastika Panchal, Benyamino Prabhu, Sumitra Radha Mataji joined, but her husband didn't join today. Hari Bol. And Divyan Saloni also didn't join. Sudevi Sundari Mataji, Tapti Ghosh Mataji, Parsarthi Prabhu also, he may have joined. Prathmesh Prabhu, Shreya Devi Dasi, Rohit Mishra Prabhu, Paramanand Hari Prabhu, Nanda Nandan Priya Devi Dasi, Nadia Kumar Prabhu, Saraswati Devi Dasi. I didn't see Asmita name on the screen. Manmata Anand Prabhu, Sundari Radha Mataji, Tulsi Priya Devi Dasi, Namanand Prabhu, Prem Vinodini Mataji, Janki Kant Prabhu, Labanga Latika Mataji, Rajendra Prabhu, Kamal Priya Devi Dasi, Raga Bhakti Devi Dasi, Pranath Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devi Dasi, Braj Vinod Prabhu, Anand Vinodini Devi Dasi, Pandurang Devdas Prabhu, Damodarati Mataji, and their good son Siddharth also joined. We didn't see for a couple of days Manharini Mataji. We need to check on her. Okay, Madhvi Gopi Mataji, Madhav Charan Prabhu, Ananya Bhakti Devi Dasi, Karunamai Devi Dasi joined late today. Amal Nam Prabhu, Kirti Prabhu, Mahiti Konda Mataji, Kamini Priya Devi Dasi, Sankarshan Prabhu and Manjari Mataji joined early today. Radha Vallabh Prabhu, Advait Prabhu, Shrikant Survasi Prabhu, maintaining his vow, joined before 4:30. Satchinandan Krishna Prabhu, Shritala Priya Devi Dasi, Rashakita Prabhu, Anand Radhika Devi Dasi, Manoj Kapoor Prabhu, Sundar Gopal Prabhu, Arjun Singh Thakur, Lalit and Josna Vara, Balram Prabhu, Ravindra Yeram Prabhu. Gopal Prabhu is not joined for many days now. Haribol. Kamlesh Tingra Mataji, didn't see her name today. Pitambar Priya Prabhu, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Harikatha Devi Dasi, Lekha Mataji, Suchitra Devi Dasi, Sumit Prabhu, Karunya Murti Devi Dasi, Abhay Charan Prabhu and Sukruti Devi Dasi. I don't know, I didn't see the name. Rajesh and Sweta, Shresha Kapoor Mataji, Shobha Kishori Mataji. Those are the devotees who joined today. So let's hear the wonderful song before we read the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Thank you.
Radhe Jai Jai Madhav Daite, Jai Jai Madhav Daite,
Jai Jai Madhav Daite, Jai Jai Madhav Daite.
Radhe Jai Jai Madhav Daite, Jai Jai Madhav Daite,
Jai Jai Madhav Daite, Jai Jai Madhav Daite.
Gokul Taruni Mandal Mahite, Radhe Jai Jai Madhav Daite, Jai Jai Madhav Daite. रतिवर्धन देशे हरिनिष्कूट वृन्दाविपीनेशे
दामोदर रतिवर्धन वेशे हरिनिष्कूट वृन्द विपिनेशे
राधे जय जय माधव दयिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते
जय जय माधव देते जय जय माधव देते
वृषभानुदधि नवशशिलेखे ललिता सखी गण रमित विशाखे वृषभानुदधि वृषभानुदधि नवशशिलेखे ललिता सखी गण रमित विशाखे जय जय माधव दयिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते
जय जय माधव देते जय जय माधव देते
करुणा कुरु मयि करुणा भरिते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते करुणा कुरु मयि करुणा भरिते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते
जय जय माधव देते जय जय माधव देते
जय जय माधव दयिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते राधे
जय जय माधव देते जय जय माधव देते
Thank you very much, Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, for playing a wonderful song glorifying Srimati Radharani. Also, I would like to make an announcement that I'll be leaving for India today, but rest assured that my heart will be always with wonderful devotees. I will join every single day from there, and when I'm attending the World Leaders of ISKCON is gathering in Mayapur, so I'm going to attend from 11 to 17th. That those days will be difficult, but always I will record both session 4:30 and 6:25. So I can't live without your association, that's for sure. No matter wherever I will be, I will remembering you all. And most of the time, I will join on the japa also. We have to go and buy the jewelry, so someday will be there that I may not come back in the afternoon. So those are the days you will miss me, but I will try to join as much as I can, unless I have traveling or some meeting to attend, or if I go for shopping, that I don't have any choice. Otherwise, my heart will be always, and I'll always join. So thank you very much for your satsang. And today, actually, I chanted 34 rounds, and it was very, very unique experience. And I see that all these devotees are improving their chanting day by day, and my heart get melted that I'm falling behind. It's so nice to see the devotees are so attentive, that they knows that they will not maintain for circumstances that somebody is making noise. They keep unmuted. They are practicing, and I deeply appreciate. There are some devotees that they can chant nicely, but their voice was loud, so they are practicing. And now we see that when they unmute it, their chanting is so glorious. So I'm very in depth for your kind association to all of you. And I pray that Radha Nila Madhava will bless us all. So before we read the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the dusk of the lotus feet of His Grace Gopi Pranadhan Prabhu, His Holiness Jai Advaita Swami Maharaj, and His Holiness Keshavarti Das Goswami Maharaj, to give us a wonderful literature where those real feeling in our heart will awoke by hearing the transcendental exchanges between Krishna and his devotees. As we were reading that the Brahmana from the Mathura, when he met Krishna, Krishna revealed his name as Jana Sharma. And we are reading about it that he felt completely fulfilled when he met Krishna. So those are the moments should always be there in our mind and heart. This material world is very temporary. We won't be able to achieve anything. At the end of the life, we will realize that whatever activity we did in our life, which has no relations with Krishna, was totally wasted time. And whatever little effort with sincerity we will put to advance in spiritual life, you will really feel that at least I was able to do this. You will appreciate more and more as you go closer and closer to the end of our life. Who knows? This is my favorite sentence. Who knows that the last meal that we had may be the last one? We have no assurance. So don't worry about future thing. Don't worry. I always tell three things to the Grihastha family. Do not worry about the children education. They are smart. Let them take the loan and repay themselves. They will earn a lot more money than what we are earning. Don't spend money for the marriage unnecessarily. And third thing, don't worry about the retirement. There is not a single family I have seen that they live with that in their life. Always they leave behind so much asset for the next children. And our children doesn't need anything. My children always keep on telling me, Daddy, you spend whatever the way you want to spend your money. We don't need your money. So please, let's concentrate. And I see the dedication has been increasing. So I'm impelled to speak like this because you are so wonderful devotees. I'll never be able to repay your debt to give me that association. So we were reading other day, because my devotees are possessed of saintly behavior and deep intelligence, they completely dedicate themselves to me and desire nothing beside me. Even if I offer them liberation from birth and death, they don't accept. Bhagavatam 11:20-34. This is continuing. Krishna is speaking. Even if I offer my devotees any kind of liberation, Shalokya, Shastri, Sampya, Sharupya, or Ekatva, they do not accept it if it means giving up my service. Bhagavatam 3:29-13. In the liberated state, five kinds of perfections are available. Residence on the same planet as the Supreme Lord, that's called Salokya Mukti. Opulence equal to his which Shastri. Access to his personal presence, Samipya. And a form similar in appearance in his Sarupya. And oneness with him, Ekatva. But absent devotional service, the Lord's pure devotees refuse these perfections, even when offered by the Lord himself. Certainly, then pure devotees harbor no hidden desire to achieve such rewards. Lord Kapil also says as follows: pure devotees attached to the activities of devotional service and always engaging in the service of my lotus feet never desire to become one with me. Such devotees unflinchingly engage in my service and always join together to glorify my pastimes and activities. Bhagavatam 3:25-34. That's what we are doing. As Lord Narayan tells Durvasha Muni as follows: my devotees, always satisfied to be engaged in my loving service, are not interested even in the four principles of liberation that we already read. What then is to be said of such perishable happiness as elevation to the higher planetary systems? Bhagavatam 9:467. 67. The wives of the serpent Khalya pray like this. Listen to the prayer. Those who have attained the dust of your lotus feet never hanker for the kingship of heaven, nor limitless sovereignty, nor the positions of Brahma, nor rulership over the earth. They are not interested even in the perfections of yoga or in liberation itself. Bhagavatam 10:16-37. And the queens of Krishna confine to Sri Draupadi as follows: O saintly lady, we do not desire dominion over the earth, nor the sovereignty of the King of heaven, nor unlimited means of enjoyment, nor do we desire mystic power, or the position of Lord Brahma, or immortality, or even attainment of the kingdom of God. We simply desire to carry on our heads the glorious dust of Lord Krishna's feet, dust enriched by the fragrance of kumkum from his concert's bosom. Bhagavatam 10:83-41-42. The words Samrajyam and Swarajyam means respectively rulership over the earth and rulership over heaven. Bhushyam referred to the means for enjoyment that both kinds of sovereignty makes available, and Vairajyam refer to the powers, siddhis of mystic yogis. The Bhurva Brahmana gives alternative meaning to these words, referring to them in the same order to describe lordship over each of the four cardinal directions. Beginning with the east, Krishna's queens have no interest in such lordship, nor have they have any interest in the opulence called Paramastaithyam, the positions of Brahma, Anantyam, liberation or residence in Vaikuntha, the abode of Sri Hari. They want only the dust of Krishna's feet. Why? Because it is mixed with the aroma of goddesses Lakshmi's kumkum. This is another way of saying that Mahalakshmi aspired to serve Krishna, even though Brahma and all the demigods serves her. Mahalakshmi is also one of Krishna's wives, and the dust from his feet mixes with her kumkum. Therefore, the queens of Dwarka are eager to have that dust. The queens will accept dust only from the feet of the darling son of Devaki, not from the feet of any other form of God, because only in Sri Devaki Nandan, can they find an unlimited ocean of sweetness. That's what we are seeking in this material world. But it's only possible at the dusk of the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna and Radharani. The supreme goddesses of fortune who associate with that original form of Godhead is Srimati Rukmini, his first queen. As the queens reveal in the next verse they speak, the woman of Braj also hanker to obtain that same dust. They are praying like this. Listen. We desire the same contact with the Supreme Lord's feet that the young woman of Braj desire. And the cowherd boys, and even the Aborigine, Aborigine, if somebody can look up to the meaning of that, because I don't know, I'm not good in English. So if somebody can help me, Aborigine.
Aborigine, Prabhuji. It's
Yes.
original, primitive.
Okay. Thank you very much, Balaram Prabhu. Original Pulinda woman. The touch of the dust. He lives on the plant and grass as he tend his cows. And it says, we read before, that the Brajavasis is so intelligent that they never put their feet where Krishna has walked. Even the ant doesn't cross. Why? They wants to leave those footprints so we get the advantage. They are so kind. That the gopis of Braj aspire for the dust of Krishna's feet proves beyond any doubt that his feet are the repository of ultimate sweetness. As difficult as it is to obtain that dust, it is easy for devotees like the Brajvasis who are fully dedicated to Krishna. The queens want the mercy of Krishna with his supreme consort, not his alone. Krishna may sometime remain satisfied within himself, but pure Vaishnavas like the queens of Dwarka are not interested in that aspect of his personality. They want to serve him in the company of his pleasure potency. They want to know him as the topmost enjoyer of intimate loving exchanges. Gokumar had a similar attitude. He always wanted to find Sri Madan Gopal in his original form. Gokumar had opportunity to see and associate with the Supreme Lord in many different places, but he became satisfied only when he finally met Krishna in Brajbhumi. That land is so wonderful. I'm going to visit the Mayapur for that World Leaders Meeting, February 12 to 16. And then sometime in March, I will visit the Brajadham and I'll share some whatever invoke in my heart Krishna wants to share. To achieve ultimate perfections, devotees should first gain the darshan, the divine vision of Sri Krishna's. Krishna's darshan arises from the playful impulses of devotional service and stimulate extreme happiness in Krishna's fortunate devotees. It is the prime means for achieving him completely. Text 44. Then Krishna, with a signal from his flute and a special sound from his mouth, called the cows and made them drink water. He is inviting everybody at the Yamuna River, very favorite place of Krishna. Commentary. Immediately after giving the Brahmana mercy, Krishna turned his attention to watering his cows, buffaloes, and other animals. Never ever feel that even within the billions people are present, Krishna will personally glance at you. He will embrace you. He will deal with you personally. He will expand as many forms he has to, but he reciprocates with his devotees. Remember, text 45. And just by that same peculiar sound, he made the animals stop and lie down in comfortable places. Then, with the two devotees and his elder brother and his other friends, he played in the water. Text 46. Now and then, Krishna would come near his friends who were splashing one another and drenched them with waves. And sometimes the boys would come up to him, the most expert in all sports, and subject him to torrents of waves. In all this, the Lord took delight. Commentary. When his devotees would sneak up on him from behind and splash water on him, the Supreme Lord would take no offense. Rather, he would very much appreciate being treated to this indignity. As Vinod Kovida, the most expert knower of sports, he values the attacks of his friends more than the worship offered him by others. That's Krishna. Text 47. Using Sri Yamuna's flowing water as an instrument, he and his friends plays all kind of auspicious music, and he sported by crossing the river in various ways, both with the current and against it. Text 48. Sometime Krishna playfully hid his body in the Yamuna's water and his face in a cluster of lotuses so that no one could find him. On the altar, sometime, devotee make the comment that when I used to dress the Giriraj deities, they used to tell me, Prabhu, you put the flower vases that block the chadar of the Giriraj. And I used to tell them that this is the way Krishna is. He never will come. He will always hide behind the bush. You need to put some effort to see him. Because then I remember and then I quote it. Then I built the new temple, not me, but I was little instrument, little bit. It's built by the Radhanila Madhava and my Guru Maharaj. But in that, I was thinking that I should ask my Guru Maharaj, because we have that like a 4 feet wide I-beam, 4 of them, to hold those wooden domes on the altar. So there is no need for any pillar that we have, columns. So I run through my spiritual master and I said, Gurudev, so many times devotee says that the column is blocking the view. So now we have a way that if you don't want any column, we can have no need for the column. And my Guru Maharaj's response was, Krishna never come in front without the effort. And we must put the effort to see Krishna. So those devotees doesn't tell me, but still they are correcting other people that they should not hide the clothes, but that's not right. Okay. Commentary. No, text, search him out. Difficult for anyone to search him. Yeah. Then text number 49. When his friends, who had no purpose in life but to see him, looked for him but failed, they wept in terrible distress, their mind bewildered, and called out to him in ardent voices. So thank you very much. Looking forward. I will never forget you all. You will be always in my mind and thought when I visit those places. So we'll hanker for your association no matter where I am. Like when I was visiting Phoenix, I had to join at 3 o'clock. So I used to get up at 12:30 and I join at 1 o'clock. So similarly, with same intensity, I will try to join as many days, most of the days, if Krishna allows me. So with those thoughts, again, I will be back on April 10th. It will be a little long journey, but if Krishna's desire, then we will see. Thank you very much for your wonderful association. With those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. There is nothing can happen to us if we do one thing right. Just take complete shelter of the lotus feet of the divine couple and enjoy the life fully. It's so sublime. No obstacles should, or no distress will come in our life. And anyway, even if it comes, it's for good purpose, because all these difficulties will be used as a stepstone to reach our goal. So always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. Whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life can also become successful. With those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the dusk of these wonderful Vaishnavas who joined from Houston, New Jersey, Boston, Virginia, Boise, St. Louis, Alachua, Montreal, San Jose, Phoenix, Tempe, Arizona, and Brampton, Ontario. No word of appreciation. I'm in debt to you eternally. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhayavacha. Patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Namo